I wish that every day of the year could have the love that we feel on Christmas Day.
Hoping everyone's having a really Merry Christmas today, everybody. 10.5 miles, 8 minutes, 24 seconds per mile in the Brooks Ghost 11 GTX. Hey, how are you?
It's Christmas Eve!
It's Christmas Eve today, but you guys are going to be watching this on Christmas Day. I'm at my in-laws' house running in Iowa. We're getting ready, but I wanted to make this video today because by the time you guys watch this video, it will be Christmas morning, and you may have received some Amazon gift cards or other gift cards, and as a runner you might be looking for things that you can go buy. My motivation for my list today, my recommendations for today, is going to come kind of on the flip side of the thing that everyone tells you before a marathon: don't try anything new. So when you get ready for a race, when you're getting ready for a longer distance run, everyone always warns you, don't try anything new, don't experiment. That's not the time for it. So you know what is the good time for it? Right now, the exact opposite of marathon season, and you've got a gift card and you have the ability now to go out and try some new things that you might not normally get, things that you've been thinking about, maybe something you saw at a race expo. And so I've got 3 categories of things that I think might be perfect to try out this winter. Hey, do you want to be in this video? All right, can you go frost some cookies? Okay. So the first category of stuff that I'm going to recommend you go and try and experiment with is compression gear. So whether it's arm sleeves, calf sleeves, or leggings, I think now's a perfect time to figure out if compression is something that works for you. Some people like it only in hot weather. Some people only like it in cold weather. I tend to prefer in colder weather. Some people like to wear some sort of compression for every run, whether they have joint problems or muscle problems, but different people like it for different reasons. And I think that now's a really great time. For example, I've been trying out this compression top. Now, I've never run with compression tops before. I've run with leggings, calf sleeves, and some arm sleeves, but never a full compression shirt. And this one's from Mava. I had this pair sent to me. And I ran with it in Pittsburgh, and I also ran with it today for an hour and a half outside in 20-degree Fahrenheit weather, and it was really comfortable for me to run in, and something that I think I'm going to be buying a lot more of because I liked having it as that base layer underneath the long sleeve that I wore and then the jacket that I was wearing on top. So on super cold days, it really worked out for me. I also had a pair of pants or leggings from them that I also ran in today. I didn't run with those in Pittsburgh, but I did run with them today. And again, those were a nice base layer for me to have. So something I highly recommend is compression gear. The second category of stuff that I'm going to recommend you guys test out and experiment with now that you've got some gift cards is nutrition. So things that I normally like are Cliff shots. I like the ones with caffeine in it, or the gummies. Now there's Cliff blocks. There's also the Gatorade chews. I like those as a change of pace. They're not my favorite. On harder runs, I find them hard to chew and run at the same time, so I end up kind of choking on them. But that's something that if you are interested in trying out, now's a really great time to do that. Go out and get one of those sample packs or those multi-flavor packs. Try a whole bunch of different flavors. 2 brands that I'll be experimenting with are Science and Sport and Canterbury. So those are the 2 that I've been seeing online a lot. One of my good friends, Brittness, on Instagram, we talked a lot about it during the Chicago Marathon, kind of that time period, and she really highly recommends Science and Sport because we were talking about Martin gels, and she said that they're very similar to Martin gels, but half the price. And I do like Martin gels, so I'm pretty excited to try that out. Now, the last category of stuff that I'm going to recommend you experiment with now, because now is a great time for experimenting with new running gear, is stuff for your face. So whether it's a neck gaiter or a buff, I would say try a new brand, try a new material, a new category of neck and face covering, especially as you want to run more miles outside in the winter. You're going to need ways to keep your extremities covered. Other hats too. I'm finding that this year I'm needing more and more winter hats than ever just because I'm running more frequently outside. And so I picked up that Nike Dry Fit winter running hat in the obsidian, that like dark navy color. And I really like that one. So it's like that perfect mix, not too warm and too hot and not too thin. I don't like the ones that are super tight on the cap, like a swimming cap. Those I just don't like. So this one's right in the middle. Keeps me just warm enough. And I think I'm gonna pick it up in another color or two because I've just been enjoying that one so much. And the last thing that you might want to try, and you probably wouldn't spend money on otherwise, is some goggles. So once we get into like single digits for temperature, I usually need some sort of eye covering to run outside as well. Last year I bought a pair of goggles that I thought would be cool with a mirror finish, but they're really hard to see out of and they fog up pretty badly. And so I think I'm just gonna go with a regular clear lens ski goggle, the kind that my girls wear when they commute to school or play out in the snow, because those I think are meant more for activity and that kind of use. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be trying out, experimenting with this winter as well. So those are just a couple of my suggestions, those 3 categories of things that you can spend your Amazon gift card money if you were lucky enough to receive anything like that this holiday season. I hope you guys were able to give some great gifts to others, to your loved ones as well, and are having a very Merry Christmas. That's all I have for today. But before I go, I do want to talk about today's charity runner for the day. Today's charity runner is Stuart Cock. He is going to be running the 2019 London Marathon, and the charity that he's running for is Bowel Cancer UK. And the reason why he chose that charity is because he was diagnosed with bowel cancer himself, and they also found that he had some cancer that spread to his lymph system as well, so he has undergone chemotherapy, and yet he has managed to bounce back and run an incredible year of running. He wanted to do 43 challenges for his 43rd year of life, and the culmination is going to be the 2019 London Marathon. So I've donated $5, and I'll put a link to the description for his fundraising page if you'd like to learn more about what this incredible man is doing. So that's all I have for today. Hope you guys are having a Merry Christmas and spending some time with your loved ones, and maybe sneaking out for a run if you can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?